You're listening to the sound of the 80s with the Old Skool Movements Podcast.
You understand.
Easy, we're here again. It's the Old Skool Movements Podcast.
We're back.
My name's Mr. Lucas.
I'm Chris.
I'm Stacks.
And I'm Leroy.
Leroy. We've had these versus battles, haven't we? It's going on for a while.
Yes, we have.
What have we got today on this episode of the Old Skool Podcast? What are we going to be talking about today? What is the versus? What are we going to pit against each other on today's podcast?
What 80s classic?
We are going back in time. Remember when you used to get up first thing in the morning? And what would you do? Go to the cupboard. And what would belong with milk? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's cereal.
Milky.
Cereal, baby.
That's right. It's cereals. We're pitting cereals against each other on the Old Skool Podcast today.
12 of the best, face to face, in a battle of the bowls, battle of the breakfast bowls, or maybe dinner bowls for the students and the stoners.
I like that. The battle of the bowls.
Yeah,
I like that. I like
Yeah.
the breakfast bar.
Let's do this. Let's go back in time. Let's do this, man. I can't wait.
All right. So,
Where we
guys,
starting?
we're going to start, we was going to do a top 10 for you lot, but we had to fit these in. We had to have these all in. So, at number 6, guys. Now, these two, one can even turn the milk chocolatey, and one can even send kids into space. But let's go with the first one. Now, the first one, you probably guessed it by now, turn the milk chocolatey. It's, what's the monkey's name? What's his name? What was his name again?
Coco.
Coco.
Of course.
His name was Coco. So, of course, ladies and gentlemen,
Coco.
it's the Coco Pops that turned the milk chocolatey versus. Now, these ones, I don't know if these ones are still around, guys.
You don't see them often.
On the packet, a little boy in astronaut, and they were ricicles. Coco Pops versus. Can you still get ricicles?
I think so. I'm sure I saw it.
You don't see them often. I don't see them that often. Some of these have been either changed or discontinued because of the sugar content. I'm sure that was one that got done. Unless it only got, I think maybe it only got discontinued from, remember the variety pack? When you have like 6 or 8 of the top little boxes. I think it's been discontinued from that because that's more for the younger kids. But I think you can still get the big boxes. But I like Ricicles, man. Ricicles are good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're good.
But before we start, guys, let me just say, how we mark our subjects of the.
Yes.
You've got to do a taste. You've got to have a top taste.
So we're gonna put them on. What are we gonna put them on, Chris? Taste.
Top
standard,
taste. What else you can do with them? Like how versatile they were.
Yeah, that's it. Taste and versatility.
Not sucking, Chris. We're not.
Well, you never know. You never know. So we're going on taste and versatility. Versatility we'll explain as we go along. Stacks, man. Coco Pops versus
Coco Pops
Ricicles.
versus Ricicles. I tell you what, you might find this weird. As much as you know that I like chocolate, but I don't like milk and chocolate. As in, I don't like chocolate milkshake.
Okay,
I don't.
we'll get you.
I don't like
All right.
chocolate ice cream really that much. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So Coco Pops wasn't a big favourite for me.
You never have a bowl of cocoa.
I have.
Sing it, Darren. Sing it.
Isn't it? I don't think I ever had Ricicles, although we had like other things that were like Ricicles.
Yeah.
But I could imagine them being the same. So for taste on Coco Pops, I'm going to give it 2. That's being generous.
Okay.
And for versatility, for versatility, I'm going to give them.
Can you eat them out of the packet? Can you make them into cakes?
It's all about to say.
Yeah.
It's all about to say. So versatility, I give them a 5 because you could use them for cakes and little. You know what I mean? They're versatile.
Little,
I don't mind them when there's no milk in it.
Okay.
Ricicles. I've never had Ricicles, and I'm going to assume they're like Rice Krispies.
Yeah, exactly.
What are they saying? Were they sugary or not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sugar coated Rice Krispies.
They're more
Oh,
like
sugar
ice,
coated.
it's like they had icing on them. It's
Oh, really?
It's
like a frosty, that
yeah,
thick
like
sort of
yeah,
coating.
like a icing on them.
Yeah.
See, I never had them. I think
ice or cocoa. One of the two.
I think I probably would have liked that. Because I bet it's sweet as well.
They were sweet.
I probably would have liked that. So I don't know, but I've never had them. So
Okay, cool.
two.
You can't mark them. You can't do their imaginary marking.
Well, I could do
a
imaginary.
fantasy mark.
All right, then I'll give it a 0 then.
All right, cool. Wow, that's bang out.
Wow.
Leroy, man.
Wow, Stacks, wow, you got this show off to a great start, eh? My goodness. Oscar the Grouch scoring there. Jeez. My goodness, man.
On 2 top cereals.
On 2 of the top cereals.
Wow.
Anyway, right, okay, so Ricicles, like we said, you know, they were like, you know, a sugar-coated Rice Krispies, really. For me, if I'm walking with my parents, my mum mainly, down the aisles, I wasn't really, oh, mum, could you get me, you know, Ricicles? But yeah, but we did, I did try them. They were okay. In terms of versatility, yes, you can, you know, do the marshmallow thing and make cakes with them as well. You can eat them on their own. That was good. That was nice. And yeah, with milk, nice, man. So for versatility, I'm going to give them a high score. I'm going to give them a 3. And for taste, I'm going to give them a high score again. I'm going to give them a 4. Now, when it comes to Coco's song, as a kid, I was so proud because I could recite every time the advert came on. I could recite
word for word,
every single lyric
like the
from
bongo tune.
Coco. Yeah, exactly. So when that came out, like I said, down the shopping aisle, Prestos, if anyone knows. Then we went on to Safeways, anything you want from a store, and a little bit more. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I used to be down the Prestos aisle, definitely get Cocoa Pops. Versatility, I'm gonna give that a 4. You can put that with marshmallows, cakes. Listen, that's the one. And taste, 5.
5.
Take that, Oscar, and put that in your pipe and smoke it.
It wasn't that bad for it because I gave it a 5 for versatility.
Okay.
It was just the taste with milk.
I hear you.
I didn't like it. So, yeah.
I hear you. So, Chris, what are we going to hear from you?
I'm sort of the same as Leroy, man. Cocoa Pops were big, and churning the milk chocolatey was a big thing, man. I thought that was good. You're getting like a little milkshake as well. I think for the US listeners, they were Cocoa Krispies in the US, were our Cocoa Pops. Same Kellogg's made, been about for ages, but yeah, I'm going to go 5 for taste. And again, you could do a lot with them. You could, you know, like you say, with a marshmallow and smashing them up into like making them cake bars out of them.
Yes,
man, they're good. Even I remember I used to break them up and just dip ice cream into them, make it like a coating around your ice cream. It's a good topping for ice cream. So I'm going to say 3 because they're versatile. You can do some bits with them. But Ricicles I don't see as much now, and I got to like these through getting them through them little multi-packs. You used to have them in them, and you think, man, I forgot how good these were. So I did occasionally, if I saw them on the shelf, I would buy them, man. I would definitely get these. I remember as well, I think back in the 80s, they had maybe mid to late 80s, they had Henry's cat on the front before they had the Spaceman.
Oh, yes.
It used to be Henry's cat was like the main character for Ricicles.
Good call, Chris.
And then they replaced it with Captain Rick was the spaceman. But I liked them. Anything sugary, I'm saying a 4, man. Taste of 4, and versatility a 3 as well. Because you could do basically the same as what you could do with the Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
And these were good. These you didn't need no lube. You could go in dry with these ones, man. You could eat them. You could eat them straight from the box. These ones were good. These ones were good, man.
Chris, you never cease to amaze me.
Oh my God.
I'll buy that for $1.
Isn't it?
4 of the 2. 4 of the 2 for me for Ricicles. What are you saying, D?
Yeah, man. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. It's like Cocoa Pops. I didn't really eat Cocoa Pops, you know, or Ricicles, but it was just the adverts that I liked. But I don't think Ricicles even had an advert. It was just, you know, it was sci-fi, astronaut kid.
Yeah.
But you know, Cocoa Pops had the song just like the Bongo that lasted, is in everyone's memory, and it's just continued. You know what I mean? Don't need to change the lyrics or nothing. You know, it just works. But I wasn't a fan of Cocoa Pops, and a bit like you, Stacks, I didn't like chocolate milkshakes and
There you go.
stuff like that. You know, so I get it. So yeah, so for Cocoa Pops, I'm gonna give them, just for the advert. And we're not even scoring on advert.
Just for the advert.
But the advert comes in the versatility. Yeah. So for the versatility advert wise, that's 5. And for flavour, it's just a 2. Ricicles, I didn't buy them. But Chris, did you buy them? I'm sure I tasted them at your house or something.
Yeah. I used to buy them, man. Yeah, I used to buy them.
So, I say Ricicles. I'll give Ricicles taste a 4 and versatility a 3, because you could eat them on their top. They were,
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Our next cereals coming in. You know, our US listeners probably thinking there's loads of cereals that they have out there.
They had way more than we did.
Yeah, they had a massive selection.
Yeah, let us know some. Send them to us. Send some to us. Let us. What should we try? Let us know what we should try out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So some of our names are slightly different as well. Like I think I mentioned it on one of them. Like Ricicles, they were Frosted Crispies instead of Rice Krispies, Frosted Crispies. So if I can think of the names, I'll drop them in as well. So it might help.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So what's at number 5, DL?
Okay, so we're in at number 5. Okay, for number 5, right? These two are like, they're like the soup cereals, because they're like winter cereals.
Definitely one of them is.
When I think of these, they're winter cereals. Hot milk cereals. These are hot milk cereals for me. The hot milk cereals.
Kind of cereal when you're having it, it's like it's dark. It's
still
still nighttime.
Yeah,
dark.
it's still nighttime. Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't come up yet at all.
Yeah.
Remember them mornings?
Yeah,
paper round mornings.
It's cold. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You know, you need to warm up. And one of these, you know, but the first one, you know, you need to warm up. You need that glow. You need to feel warm. Start the day, you know, and have that ready brick glow.
Get up and glow, they used to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the central heating for kids. Is the other slogan from the 80s adverts, wasn't it?
Yes. For kids. But how long until the meter run out? But, so against the ready brick, the warm cereal, the hot cereal, against that.
What we got? For
me, because maybe I'm being biased here on the versatility already straight in, but against the ready brick is, for me, it's a cereal you can eat cold. It's summer. It's versatile. You can have it in summer with some cold milk, or in the winter mushed up with some hot milk. Come on, the characters are big. The advert is quite close to the Cocoa Pops kid, man, and that's the Weetabix.
Weetabix. The same company, both of these two. Both.
Yeah.
Are the same company. Yeah, Weetabix.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow.
Is it Quakers? Was it?
No, it was originally Lions. The story behind Ready Brick as well. It was an experiment by one of the factory manager based at Greenford for Lions Tea. He was experimenting something and came out with Ready Brick, and they sold it as a porridge, and it didn't take off too well, and they changed the name a few times, and it was like an instant porridge, but porridge wasn't popular, but it's become more popular through the 60s, 70s. By the time we were kids, you know, Ready Brick was good. I liked it. The smooth porridge. I like that smooth porridge.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Hence the name Ready Brick.
Correct. Wow.
Ready breakfast on your bowl in the morning when you're cold.
Do you remember? I'm sure Wurzel Gummidge used to do that. Not Wurzel Gummidge, but the guy who played him used to do the voice for the adverts. He used to
John Pertwee.
John Pertwee, yeah, he was the voice on the Weetabix adverts, if I remember back in the 80s.
Weetabix, well, but come on, the Weetabix kids is what?
Yeah,
you remember in the 80s? That,
yeah.
You know,
so you had
Weetabix,
Big
man.
C, Brian, crunch,
Ryan, yeah.
brains,
I only meant a dunk.
Yeah.
The lead one was dunk, wasn't it?
dunk. Yeah, if
Dunk.
you know what's good for you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
You make
Yeah.
it neat wheat, mate. That's how it used to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weetabix.
Just skinhead cereals. You know?
Yeah, the
Skinhead
cereals.
cereals with their
Yeah.
DMs.
They evolved, didn't
Star.
it? Did they like start off as skinheads and then they were something else, but they ended up like street breakdancing?
Yeah,
Weetabix
they end
by
up
the end of it,
breakdancing.
wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah, they just went with whatever the times are going on. We're
Yeah.
still skinheads, but we
Yeah.
learned how to backspin now.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what's good for you.
That was Bob Hoskins doing the voice there. That was Bob Hoskins who done the voice
really?
for the main character.
Did he?
Dunk,
Yeah, I can hear that now.
Yeah, you can hear it now, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you know what's good for you. They used to remind me of Hale and Pace. You know that style of
Yes.
the bouncer,
The management.
Hale and-
Yeah.
the management,
Yeah.
management. That was it. They
We
reminded
are
me of
the
that.
management.
Yeah, love that. So, what's your scoring then, Chris? On
Oh, for me, I'm gonna. Oh, I liked Ready Brek, man. Ready Brek was good taste, but it needed something with it. I couldn't have it just plain. It either had tons of sugar or something, a banana or something in it, bit of honey, bit of syrup, something. So, but with something, I'm gonna give it a 4 with its little added extra. But versatility. What else could you do with it? You couldn't have it cold. Couldn't do nothing with it. It was Ready Brek, innit? So versatility. I'm
Yeah.
giving it a 0, man. It weren't
Yeah.
it weren't versatile. But Weetabix, again, I like them with something. Weetabix and banana, Weetabix and a kiwi, bit of yogurt, not just having milk with it. Or it's nice with oaty, the toasted oat milk. It's nice with that as well. So versatile with them things. I'm gonna give it a 3 and a 3 for taste.
Okay, so Ready Brek Glow. Love the adverts, man. It sold me as a kid. I wanted Ready Brek. I wanted that glow. I wanted to feel like the last dragon because that glow, my goodness, man.
That was it, isn't it?
But it flattered to deceive for me. Like Chris said, you needed to load it with sugar
Yeah.
to get that taste for me personally.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 2 for taste, and versatility there was none. So for me, Ready Brek, flattered to deceive, but I love the adverts. And then we go to, like I said, the Weetabix. Longevity, first class. I still eat Weetabix. I had it this morning. I got fat, I got snazzy as I got older. Blueberries, strawberries, kiwi.
Exactly.
Honey.
It goes good with fruit.
It goes good. The mixture is brilliant. And then you've got, Oatabix, and you've got the Weetabix with the chocolate and all that. But back in the day, Weetabix was kind of like, ooh, you couldn't let the milk absorb. You couldn't let the milk absorb it because it turned mushy.
It did turn into porridge.
You
innit, if
needed to
left
keep
it for a
some
bit.
crisp on it, innit?
Yeah, you need to keep a bit of crispness there.
You needed a bit of crisp and quick
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, you could.
they are interject there
Did you like it mushy?
because that's how I liked it.
Oh, okay.
That's how I
Okay.
liked it.
Like
with
you've got
sugar.
a broken jaw and you have to drink it through a straw.
It was the way I wanted. In the winter, that was my thing. Hot
Okay.
milk with 2 Weetabix and sugar.
So it was like a porridge. You could make it into a
Yeah,
porridge,
you can
innit?
make it
Almost.
into porridge.
Yeah, you could eat it
It was
like you
nice.
said, summer or winter. Yeah, you could with hot or cold. So that's the versatility that it had as well. So yeah, with Weetabix, man, I'm gonna give that some good ratings. So for taste, I'm gonna give it 4. And versatility, winter, summer, spring,
All round.
joy and pain, sunshine and rain. Yeah, so I'm gonna give versatility. I'm gonna give versatility 4. Yeah, so Weetabix, top marks.
Nice. Thanks.
Yeah, I like Weetabix, man. Weetabix is a staple for me. You know what I mean? But like Leroy, I like to have that bit of crisp on the top. So
Man.
you put it in first. You put the sugar on top of both of them because you're having to, and then you just let the milk sit just under the top layer. So if the bottom layer gets smushy, you still got a top layer of crisp, and that's where the sugar's at as well. So you know what I mean?
You see how he described it?
Yeah,
Ingenious, my good
that's
man.
how,
Ingenious.
you know what I mean?
So,
So
I like it that way.
taste and versatility. I mean, I never used to have it with fruit, but I can understand the appeal. So yeah. So I'm gonna give it 4 for flavor and 4 for versatility.
Okay.
What's the next thing? Ready break.
Ready
You know, I
break.
never had ready break. You know, because my dad would make porridge, and the way he made porridge was just, you know, like with cinnamon sticks in it,
Yeah.
and then you
Mhm.
just sprinkle brown sugar on the top of that.
Yeah.
Ready break ain't getting a look in.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I can't really score it. I've never had it. My dad's porridge wins.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But this is the second cereal you haven't had.
I know.
Yeah.
but
They're not high scorers anyway, so it's not going to affect him too much. But
yeah,
I'm sure you're going to come up with a couple that
yeah,
are,
of course,
you know.
of course.
So DL, what's your scoring?
Ready break. I don't like ready break. I tried it once and I've never touched it again. You know, that box is just always in the kitchen. It's there in the kitchen. So no. And so that's done. It's 0-0.
0-0.
Nothing's happening.
What?
Nothing's happening. There's
for
nothing.
Ready break.
There is nothing happening for ready break for me. It's
No
just
dragon
done.
glow. No dragon glow for D.
No, it's
He's
not.
not having
There's
it.
nothing happening.
He's just not. So no Reddit Break glow. There was none.
Yeah,
There was none
I,
for you.
I remember that saying and all that, but that's fine. But
But your winter mushy hot cereal goes to Weetabix.
But there's another one coming up. But
Yeah. That's one. This is one of them.
So Weetabix now, as I said, I used to love it mushy with sugar on top. You know, mush. So I'm giving that 5. Childhood 5.
Yeah.
Versatility. There's no versatility.
It's just hot and mushy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not mushy, so no versatility. So
You get 0
so
versatility.
0 really.
Okay.
But no versatility. No, advert again.
Okay.
Advert again. 5. That's
5.
versatility.
Versatility 5 because of the advert.
Because of the advert.
It saved it.
Yeah.
But the
makes it hard.
versatility,
Still
you
mad.
could say hot or cold, innit? You can eat the hot,
Darren don't like
Cold.
cold though, really.
summer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Winter.
it's one way and
I
one way.
prefer it the winter way though.
Yeah.
But it's
Summer,
got that
winter.
versatility. Yeah. But for the advert, yeah.
I like the idea of having fruits with it, but
Fruit's good,
Okay.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's only now. As a kid, I wouldn't have had fruits with it, but now I'm like, yeah, you know.
No, but now.
No,
yeah.
not as a kid, but in the adult years.
Kiwi,
Yeah.
blueberry, strawberry, and banana yogurt. That's a good combo with it.
It doesn't sound
I wasn't feeling the yogurt. I tried it once and it was like later. Goodbye.
Or a spoonful of like mascarpone or something like one of them.
Oh no.
They're good. They're good. Even a bit of creme fraiche. But what are we on to next? What's the next? What's the next
Fuji
one?
hour.
Milky cereal, baby.
Okay. So next we got 2. These two are good. These two are good. I would eat both of these, but these ones, because I'm fussy of how I ate my cereals, how I did eat my cereals. By the way, I
Yeah.
don't eat cereals no more.
Yeah,
So I'm fussy how I eat
No?
my cereals. And no, I don't eat cereals no more.
no.
I occasionally do. Not often.
I don't. Don't even go down the aisle. It's not even a fork. But yeah, so back in the day, but these were good. These two. The first one is something that I could eat literally, like come home from work, have a bowl of this, It works, and I only got into them later, but they're really good. I really like these ones. And they are honey nut loops.
Oh.
Yeah, old honey nut loops.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks honey nut loops. They're loops with honey.
Right, and against them is another cereal that then went to another level when I got a bit older.
Yeah, these I got into
Again,
when I was older.
I could eat these, on the go, whenever. And against the honey nut loops, it can only be the crunchy nuts cornflakes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't get into these till late, crunchy nut cornflakes. I
Same.
weren't keen on them as a child.
Same.
They were like adult cereal. It felt like it's like that's
Yes.
Mum has that one. I'm not having that one.
Yes.
So, but after tasting them, not bad. But honey nut loops ain't honey nut loops no more because of the nut things and whatever. They haven't got nuts in them no more. So they're just honey
Oh, yeah.
loops. Yeah, they changed in the late 90s, 98. They changed to just honey loops. No more nuts in them.
Okay.
So what?
Honey nut
They're
loops.
just called honey loops.
Honey loops, yeah, and I think recently they've actually now called honey bee loops, and they've now got a bee as their character called honey bee. and I'm sure they're called Honey Bee Loops now, which I think again that is what they're called stateside. So it's bringing it over here now. Yeah, they dropped the nut bit. Late 90s dropped the nut bit, 98.
For nut allergies.
Yeah, I'm surprised Crunchy Nut ain't, because that is one of the only, you can see the nuts on there, and it's stuck to them. And it's only now older having them. It's like, man, these are tasty. Like,
hey, mate,
Crunchy Nuts are good.
Crunchy Nut cornflakes are big.
They're good.
Yeah, they are.
What's your scoring on them, Chris?
Crunchy Nut, then taste wise, I'm gonna go 4, and versatility of 3, because you can use them for the same sort of things that you can use cornflakes for. You know, all the things that we're going to speak about, or that we've spoken about, the little cakes, this and that.
Yeah.
So versatility wise, they're good. So 4 taste, 3 versatility, and then for honey nut loops, man, back in the day, these were a 5 taste wise. These were good. I did like them, but versatility, I'd give them a 2. So they were good dry, they were good with milk, but you couldn't use them for anything else that I could think of. Or never seen them in anything else. But I like them, man. Taste wise, they're a 5. I think now, I don't think they taste as good now, but I'm gonna mark them on what I remember them tasting like.
Yeah. I'm gonna say honey nut loops. I said something I used to like. I got into them, I think like about 10 years old. I think got into honey nut loops, and they were nice, man. Warm milk, hot milk. I mean, cold milk, warm milk. They were nice, and you could eat them by themselves. You know, they worked for me. So for flavour, back in those days, I give the honey nut loops a 4, and versatility a 4, and crunchy nut cornflakes, as I said, on the go, big. So again, I give them both 4s as well, mate.
Yeah. So next up to bat will be me. I believe that's me. Honey Nut Loops had a catchy, advert. Kellogg's Honey Nut Loops, the loops with honey. Yes. However, as a kid, it did not appeal to me. So I never really, requested it from my mum. Or, my parents. I never requested it. So I'd never tasted it, and I never had that urge or that that craving, the desire to taste it. So I can't rate it, I'm afraid. When it comes to the crunchy nut, oh my days, the adverts actually, represent what they were, and that was Moorish. Oh my days. Every advert used to be like a character going back for seconds and thirds.
Once you start, you can't stop.
Once you start, you just can't stop. That was a top tier cereal. When it came out, sky's the limit. It was like, good night. Good night, sweetheart. Listen, for me,
100.
With or without milk, that cereal.
Hot or cold.
Good night.
Hot or cold, with or without milk. It's the one.
It's one.
It's the one. So, okay. So 5 and 5. Listen, I'm pulling out the gun.
Yeah.
Like Yosemite Sam on this one.
And I was standing right next to you, firing 2.
Rooting, tooting points.
5. Mate, I used to fill the bowl and then just eat dry with a spoon.
Save on milk.
And then when I put the bowl back in the kitchen, I just take a handful and then just go and sit with that. Mate, crunchy nut, I must have had crack on them. Crunchy nut cornflakes is a problem. I'm glad I've managed to rehabilitate myself now, because I was going mad.
You was on them hard, shit.
They were like there's another cereal I'm sure you're gonna say, but that's like the adult version of that for me. I just migrated from one
to another.
Yeah, crunchy nut. Major.
Top marks for me. Top marks.
And what was the other one?
Honey nut loops.
Honey nut.
Yeah, see, I never had them either. I mean, I've tried like loops and like
like a Cheerio, innit? It'd be like Cheerios.
Yeah, like a Cheerio. And
we didn't really have Cheerios when we were little.
No, we didn't.
It was honey nut loops for us.
Yeah, so now that Cheerios are like more popular, aren't they?
Yeah.
So if Cheerios are anything to go by, I say they're all right. So
Yeah,
I'd
they're
give
on
them-
that level, definitely.
I give
Cheerio
them
taste.
a 2 and a 2. I'm being generous, you know. Give them a little something.
A little something, something.
A little something.
All right. Let's move on.
Swiftly moving on.
To the next two. Now these two,
Two more flaky ones.
yeah, these two introduced me to this is cereal. This is like
These are the gateway ones.
these,
Yeah.
these are the gateway ones for me. These are
Yeah.
the ones that went. This is what you eat
Yeah.
with milk in the
Yeah,
morning.
these are
you
big
know.
ones.
These are the ones that are always there. It's like 80s. It's like milk, these, and bread. This is there. So first up, they're versatile. We all love them. And anyway, corn flakes.
But the
Kellogg's
original.
corn flakes.
Plain old
Yeah?
taste, but the original.
Kellogg's corn flakes. Now, with Kellogg's corn flakes, you had the sequel. Every good film, like this was like
right.
the Empire
It's a
Strikes
spin-off.
Back. This is the Rocky 2. The
I
Empire
know.
Strikes
It's
Back.
Frosty, mate.
This is the one. The tiger, the bandana he wore. Come on, man! It's Kellogg's Frosties.
Yeah, great.
Come on,
Hey.
I'll eat one and be one. Frosties, mate. I love
Frosties.
the Frosties.
I love Frosties.
Okay, this is a clash of the
gateway.
Titans, man.
The
The
gateway.
gateway.
The gateways.
Wow.
Yeah, these are both big.
Mate.
So, I'm gonna say Frosties for me, hot or cold in the 80s, winter, summer, any Frosties were the one. It was like it saved. It was the first time you had, like now things are easy. You got things that are already sandwiches are already made. You can buy fruits already sliced. Frosties was what you wished cornflakes were.
Yeah,
They've already
yeah.
got the
Exactly.
sugar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This
Yeah,
is the
they've
start
already
of fast
got-
food.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
that's what it was the beginning of fast food
Fast
in my
food. Yeah,
life.
they've taken out an element of that you had to do.
I
like,
don't
yeah.
have to
Yeah.
worry about if there's
Exactly.
no sugar in the house. I can
Yeah.
still eat
Yeah.
these.
Still eat these.
Yeah.
And
Dry
So-
or milk. These are
mate,
good down.
Frosties are the ones.
Gateway.
So, hot or cold, spring, summer, all year round in the 80s. I'm giving them five. Tony the Tiger was a bad
Five.
man.
Yeah.
Five.
And you
Tony the
got
Tiger
wicked
was
toys in there as well. You could collect the
Yeah.
coupons and get cars, like Matchbox
I love
cars.
everything about Frosties,
Bits for your
man.
bike or something on putting your spokes.
Yeah.
Five
Right, listen,
for the
Frosties.
Frosty. Five
Yeah.
for the Frosty.
Yeah, I got
Definitely.
to agree with most of that, man. And again, for a cereal, for me to hear it in a hip hop track back in the day, I saw a pretty girl and I sat beside her. Then she went, "Rrr," she was Tony the Tiger. That Stick Rick,
Yeah.
man. I was
It
like,
made him cool.
Frosties, Frosties. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's talking about Frosties. I have
It
them.
made Tony cool.
It did.
Exactly.
It did.
Exactly.
I agree with you, man. A 5 and a
You know,
5, man. Definitely.
5 and a 5. And then
Five
in America,
and a
they're called Frosted Flakes. I
Frosted
believe,
Flakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Frosted
So-
Flakes or Frosted Flakes. Yeah.
Yeah. And for cornflakes, I say cornflakes is like, I say it's the introduction. It's like, I think, Empire Strikes Back's better than Star Wars, but you need Star Wars for Empire Strikes
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
And that's
This
the
is
cornflakes and Frosties.
Frosties. It is.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you have to respect it still. It was the beginning, so you still respect the cornflake. But,
It
but
needs that
Frosties
level.
was the one you really like.
Yeah.
So for that alone, and
I
they're
love that
perf-
analogy. That's perfect. That's actually perfect.
and speaking of perfect, they're perfect, for little cakes. They're the
Yeah.
most amazing cakes when you make
Yeah.
them chocolate.
Yeah, the
cornflake
chocolate ones,
cakes.
Or the big flapjack flat ones. And
Yeah.
you can make loads of stuff with them.
Yeah, they're amazing. So for that and just for the respect, I'm giving cornflakes a 4 and a 4.
4 and a 4.
That's very respectful.
Yeah, I'm just respecting my elders.
Because
Well, someone
I'll
on the
tell
previous podcast doesn't like cornflakes. Who could that be, Oscar?
ooh, I wonder who that could be. I got no respect for cornflakes. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You're
a menace to society.
I am. I'm sorry, mate. Cornflakes get us. I tried them once, and it's the weakest bit of cereal I ever tasted in my life.
Because it was the first. It was the first on the planet.
Oh my
It was
god!
the first
it's
cereal to
so
come about.
It's beige. It's so dry. It's no flavour.
It's the black and white TV of the cereal.
Oh
really.
my
It is,
days.
it is.
And you know what the thing is? You look at it and you think, do you know what? They look enticing. They look. And then you
It's
eat
got
it
a
and I'm
slightly
like,
toasty
"Mate,
taste though. There is
It's got
very,
no taste.
a very slight taste.
It tastes. It does no. It doesn't have any taste. It's like
But you gotta
eating
admit,
paper.
They're amazing as chocolate cake.
Yes,
Cake,
yeah.
but you have to, so I give it some versatility. I give it a 3 on
Even-
versatility.
Chicken coating as well. It's good. It works wicked for that.
Yeah, I remember you
I've never
mentioned
You
tried
said that before. Yeah, it's
I've
really
not-
good,
yeah.
man. It does work good.
I haven't tried.
Oh, as in like breaking it up and putting it on chicken
Yeah, like as if it's panko
with,
breadcrumbs or
breadcrumbs.
something. Yeah,
with
it
like a
works
couple
really
of
good,
spices
man.
and that. That sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
It works
But,
really good.
yeah, I give it a little sign for versatility. For flavour, I give it 0. It's not got. I'm sorry. Frosties.
Leroy don't.
What was the
Yeah.
versatility? What was you giving it for versatility?
Leroy looks,
3.
A
That's
3.
generous. That's
Yeah,
real
that's
generous.
generous. Yeah.
Frosties, major. Gateway. That's what I'm talking about. It's the gateway.
They're all great.
Frosties are for kids, and Crunchy Nut are for adults, and that's exactly you just
It is
migrate
true.
from
Yeah.
Frosties to Crunchy Nut, and you get that sugar fix as
Yeah.
much as you can.
Yeah.
So Frosties get a 5 for me, man. Same thing. Come home from school, handful. Run up to the bedroom, munch that.
Yeah.
It was the best colour box. It was always dark blue and red as well. It reminded me like of a Spider-Man colours. So it was always for me.
Yeah,
I always looked at the box like
yeah.
it's a dark blue one. I like the Frosties
Yeah.
box.
The
Like
packaging, it was all the marketing. It was all.
the market, it was all good.
And like I say, you collect the coupons. You can get cars. You can get. You remember them little games, the water games.
Yeah, the water pop.
Yeah.
Button and the water. Hey mate,
They were
all
wicked.
day, man. Frosties
Wicked.
5.
Yeah.
Can't be beat. Can't be
We
beat.
gotta
I
give
think
that.
I've still got a Tony the Tiger car. It's a Pontiac Firebird, I think. And it's got the tiger stripes in the middle. It's black. It's got tiger stripes. I think I still got it somewhere.
You still got the stripes on it. It's not even like
Yeah.
rubbing off or that.
Even worn off, yeah.
It's Chris.
Chipped off. Oh shit,
Nah,
man.
mate,
Must
it's
be
in good nick,
worth
man.
some dough.
They're all great.
Get it?
Damn. Leroy's looking like, like in wrestling, American wrestling, where the guy's out the ring just looking vexed and wants to get in the ring.
Like the
Man.
Pick up a chair. Leroy, step into the ring. Step into
I want
the
to
ring.
lash you in the back with a
man.
chair, bro.
Come on. Get in the ring. Get in the ring.
Slap that chair right in the back of Oscar the Grouch's head and clothesline him right out the ring. Oh, the cheek of it.
What are you happy with? What are you happy with?
Wow, the disrespect, The originators, one of the originators of cereal, corn to the flakes,
You
which
can't
I
diss
still
it.
have
I know.
today. To this
OG of
day.
cornflakes. You can't
You gotta
diss it.
respect that.
This is what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
mate. There's no flavour.
Corn to the flakes.
Corn
No,
to the
no, no,
flakes.
no, no.
Mate,
I'm
should be called
sorry,
paper
man.
flakes. That's what it tastes
No,
like. It
no,
tastes like
I
you know that
I
you know the
can't have
lined
that.
paper you used to have at school. Not plain paper, the paper with the lines in it. That's what it tastes like.
No, this is we're gonna have to clash for the titles here.
Wow, Steve.
This is a
Hates
clash.
them.
This is no. You're really, really disrespecting it with your snuffy snuffleupagus quotes and markings. No, I'm not having it. Anyway, with cornflakes had the prizes in them. Cornflakes had bad boy adverts. Cornflakes has lasted the test of time from black and white to Technicolor to today. So I won't have the disrespect you've shown. So I'm going to give cornflakes
You know
for
what?
taste 4, and for versatility 5. I've knocked the ball right out of the park with that one.
They taste like they're still in black and white.
No, I'm sorry, no.
They taste like they did when they were first made in black and white. That's what they taste like.
Cornflakes are the OGs. Cornflakes are the OGs.
So
Okay, so now,
you still eat them with sugar and stuff.
honey,
You have to have sugar. You have to have something with it. You can't eat them plain.
Yeah, I still have them. I would still have them. Not as much sugar as back in the day, though.
You still eat them now, Leroy?
next, I still eat them today.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I still eat them today.
All right.
So that blasphemy,
yeah.
man,
We're happy
you've
with
hurt
that.
my heart.
What you
Yeah,
saying?
happy
What you saying
with
on
that.
Frosties?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
great,
just
great.
like with Chris, I'm gonna go to Big Daddy Kane when he quoted, just like Tony Tiger, I'm great. So I'm gonna go with
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with Tony Tiger's adverts. That's a rubber tree. So yes, I'm gonna go with Tony the Tiger. Bad boy.
Marketing king.
Yeah.
Listen, and Frosties, when Dungeons and Dragons was on when I used to come from school, that was
Cereal
oh my
time.
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
It was a delight. It was a sweet
Yeah.
treat.
yeah.
Great. Yeah.
So Frosties gets 5, 5, 5.
Five,
Dawn
five.
Taylor, Police 5.
I've done Frosties at 5.5, but for cornflakes, I'm gonna give it a 3 and a 4. You know, they're the godfather of cereals for definite.
Thank you.
They're dry.
All right. Scoring there, good scoring there. All right, so we are next to.
Almost there, man. This is number 2.
That's it in our countdown of the cereals of the old school days. Okay, these ones now. Do you know what? Both of these had like all of them adverts, and these adverts. People always used to say this. This was like the Carling Black Label saying for kids.
Yeah,
You know, adults will say, "I bet he drinks Carling Black Label." They say it's big. But this one was universal. Kids and adults would use this phrase. So the first one we got coming up is the shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat.
How
Can
many
you eat free shredded wheat? Yeah.
They did
How
actually
many
use
can you
it.
eat? I
They
bet
used
he
it
ate shredded
in a
wheat.
Carling Black Label advert. I remember there was an advert
really?
for the beer, and they're walking past, and there's a guy eating them. I bet he no. I think he might be drinking the beer, and he's like, I bet he drinks free shredded. They linked it into the Carling.
Oh yeah.
There is an advert, yeah. There is one out there where they've used it. But yeah, I remember that the adverts were big. I remember Jaws out of 007,
Yes.
isn't it?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
He was eating the plate.
Yeah, the plate.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
couldn't eat free shredded
It was
wheat though.
big.
Yeah.
But he
big.
couldn't eat.
Yeah, I
Yes.
remember that.
And
'cause
Peter Shilton done the one as well. I
Yes.
remember.
Yes.
Yes, shredded wheat. Man. So up against the shredded wheat is like, you know, like movies. You know, you had Gremlins and then you had Critters, didn't you? So
Yeah.
after the shredded wheat, you know, the smaller ones. You had the shreddies.
Shredded.
Oh.
The little knitted ones.
Whoa.
All right, the little little pillows.
Shreddies.
Shredded wheat versus shreddies.
That's a good matchup, you know.
They're sort of similar. Size difference, ain't?
That's
But
a
they're
big
sort of
size.
similar.
Well, actually,
very
no, their
wheaty.
flavour's completely
They're
different.
both very wheaty, sort of wheaty tasting.
Yeah.
Shreddy weren't like a cornflake taste, was it? It was wheaty, you know, like a malty wheat,
Yeah.
like a malty taste.
Yeah.
Malty wheat.
Nice,
So,
though.
Stacks, what are you saying? Shredded wheat and shreddies.
2 cereals I used to have a lot as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What they better than the Frosties?
No. They ain't better than Frosties. But these are what
Frosties are VIP.
these oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
They're way better than cornflakes.
Yeah. They're in the club, but they're not VIP.
No, they're not
Yeah.
VIP.
Tony's like, they're great.
But yeah, man, Shreddies came just before the Frosties epidemic.
The addiction.
Yeah. So that was what I was on before I hit the Frosties. It was Shreddies, and Shreddies are nice with sugar on the top. I don't know how versatile I'm. You know, you could have them with cold milk.
Hot and cold, that's the
Hot and cold.
versatility in it, I think.
Yeah, so
Not
you know,
great with anything else.
Shreddies are up there. I give them a 4-4 because they're up there. Shredded
Okay.
wheat also up there. I think like the problem with them is again you can't eat them dry. They'll kill you. If you eat them dry.
It would kill you.
You'll not only will you choke to death, you'll have like
It's like fish bones.
laceration. Yeah,
Yeah.
None for eating that dry.
Yeah. That is never happening.
No, you ain't gonna swallow that. If you could swallow
It's
that,
like trying to eat a porcupine.
It is.
So like versatility, it gets a low. I think I give it like a 2 for versatility, but Yeah, with warm milks and sugar, that's nice.
It was all right with
I'll
warm
give it a
milk.
3. It wasn't as good as Shreddies, but I still like them, so I give them a 3 and a 2.
Okay.
I'm next up to bat. I'm gonna have to be Dick Dastardly on this one. Catch the Pigeon and Wacky Races, Dick Dastardly, because I could not stand Shreddies.
Really?
If the milk was absorbed in Shreddies for too long, it became mushy. It was
You
disgusting.
did have to have that balance.
On Sesame Street today, the word was disgusting with the letter D. It was disgusting. I hated Shreddies. I only like the advert. They're so square. Shreddies out of care. I like that with a crow. That was about it.
Yeah.
Right. On to shredded wheat.
Is that a 0 for both then on Shreddies?
0 for both, man.
Both.
Dick
Right.
Dastardly scores.
Yeah.
Going on to shreddy now. I couldn't eat 1, 2, let alone 3 shredded wheat. It was a boring cereal. Big up to Shilton, Ian Botham, and Richard Keel.
Yeah.
I'll big you up
Brian Clough.
because I could not eat Brian Clough and all the other celebrities that used to promote this weak, dead cereal.
Good for your heart.
It was dead.
Yeah.
It was absolutely dry, like Stack says, and I'll agree on this one. It was like eating a porcupine. It was horrible, man. The only thing shredded wheat was good for, and I'll give it something on the versatility, was that it made a good chocolate nest egg.
I was
Easter
gonna,
time.
yeah,
At school.
that's
Where
it.
you
That's
pledge
what
it
it scores for.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Yeah,
That was
it's
about
true.
it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's true.
Yeah.
Dick Dastardly scores 0-0 for both. Good night. Go on.
I'd agree with you, mate.
Wow.
Shredded wheat. In my is plain. You need enough sugar on that, man. It's so plain. It's so plain. And I was gonna say, yeah, versatility. I'm gonna score it a 2, only because it's perfect for making Easter egg nest. You can make a nice holder for your mini eggs out and make it look like a nest. That's about it. But I do remember in the 80s they launched mini versions that were filled up with stuff, and there was a raisin version that was quite tasty. That was nice, hot and cold. I quite like the little
The mini versions.
The mini raisin one was good, but taste for me, shredded wheat 1, versatility 2.
The only reason why I remember shredded wheat is because in school they used to say north, east, south, and west never eat shredded wheat.
Never eat shredded wheat, for the compass.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Sorry, Piz. Can I say 2 for versatility for shredded wheat?
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Yeah, because of the chocolate nest egg. I'm sorry, Dick Dastardly scores there. With Muttley laughing in the background.
Shreddies for me though, I like shreddies, man. They were good hot, they were good cold. The taste for me, I'm going to give them a 4 for taste, but you couldn't do much with them. They weren't that versatile. So I was going to mark them low and give them a 1, but I remembered the things you got with them. They had transfers that came with the box, Superman ones, Batman ones, and you could rub them out on the back of the box. You could use that as your landscape and rub the transfers out and make your own picture, and I loved it for that. I think I used to buy shreddies mainly because of them Superman transfers. So for versatility, for that reason, I'm going to give it a 3.
And Oscar, going back to Cornflakes had the best prizes, 3D glasses.
No, Frosties had the best promotion, man.
They had everything. Reflectors on bikes, everything.
Reflectors on bikes.
I'm not giving up on the cornflakes.
Bowls, you could get your cornflake bowls, a set of bowls.
Set of bowls.
Wow.
You can get Frosties, but mate, everything that Cornflakes did,
Frosties done their version.
They done better. They do their version. They done it better.
They done the Tony version.
It was all about the taste.
Their version was great.
So Frosties is great, and Cornflakes is whack.
Basically.
Wow. Okay, so like Leroy was saying, I have no love for any of those 2 cereals. The only thing I have time for is their advertising. As you guys are saying, Ian Botham adverts and all that. Yeah, fine. The catchphrase, can you eat 3 shredded wheat? Yep, great. And the Superman 2 transfers from Shreddies. And I think that's the only reason why I wanted them.
Yeah.
I didn't want to eat them. I just wanted the Superman 2
You literally
transfers.
open the packet, take the
Yeah.
transfers out, and then just put the box back
And
in
put
the
the
That
cupboard.
was it.
Yeah.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
But we had another
Yeah.
mate who used to come around my house often just to clear out my shreddies now and then. It was kind of handy.
But I had no interest in shreddies. I was eating my Frosties, opening shreddies to look at transfers.
Yeah.
What a waste.
So I would say
Taste for those ones.
taste for both of them, both 0.
Milpois.
And
Yeah.
versatility,
Shredded wheat versatility.
0. Both 0.
Not
Zero.
even for the nests. Not even for the
No, I
Easter
didn't
egg
do
nest.
that. I didn't
No.
know. I didn't do that. So,
So Shreddies 0 as well.
but the
versatility.
shreddies just for Superman 2
Oh,
transfers. They get 2 for that.
2
Superman
points
2,
for
you
that.
get a 2.
Yeah, that's fair
You
enough.
know what I mean? Okay, so
Down to our last pair.
Okay, so we're down to our last pair of cereals. You're probably thinking, have they mentioned, are these going to be the 2 that they mentioned? And these 2,
Alpen.
Alpen and Special K.
Special K and Alpen.
Oh my
You
god!
forgot Start.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I love Start. Start is big.
wicked.
That's why I like
Start's
Honey Nut
big.
Loops, because that's
Yeah.
the closest thing I
Start
can
was
find
big.
to
Yeah.
Start. I love
That
Start.
was big.
Bring that
Yeah.
back, Kellogg's.
And you can eat them on their own, but they're hard
could.
though, man.
Yeah.
You could.
Hard little stopwatches.
Start had their time, but it's not even the ones we just mentioned. These 2, they're so universal. Everybody
Bigger than them.
knows and loves these. Marketing on these 2 were crazy. A lot of the ones we spoke about had crazy marketing, but these 2,
These
this
2.
guy, everybody loved this character. He was into
Mm.
puppets and creatures and monsters. You had the Monster Munch people, you had the Muppets, you had Sesame Street, and this
Fraggle
fitted
Rocks and
into
yeah.
that time
Yeah.
because it was the Honey Monster, and he
Yeah.
brought you Sugar Puffs.
Sugar
Chris, I think this calls for a Honey Monster impression.
It's all about the honey, mommy.
Mate,
Is it something like
That
that?
sounded
wasn't
like the Cookie
Something
Monster,
like
but
that.
still, that's good enough.
so up against the Sugar Puffs.
Better be
There's
good.
Another little bean-shaped thing. You can eat them hot or cold. little bean-shaped cereals. Right? You can eat these hot or cold. I can eat these hot or cold. For me, this I like them hot or cold, lots of sugar, and just hear that snap, crackle, and pop.
Mm.
And that is the Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually a tough call between the 2 of them.
This is the clash.
Sugar Puffs versus Rice
Ain't
Krispies.
for me.
This is Perseus versus Sinbad. This one. Jesus. Yeah.
So, I heard Chris mumble, not for me.
Not for me. Nah, there's a clip.
Let's get out of doom and gloom and go to the fun time.
Yeah.
So Chris, you go first because you're not bringing down this last selection. So you can
I'm not
start.
bringing them down. They're both big. But for me, an everyday one back in the day, Sugar Puffs, man. That was the one for me. I like the Honey Monster. I used to like the dude with the bald head with his bit of hair that used to in the advert. I can't remember his name now. Something McGee, I think his name was.
He used to be on Benny Hill a lot. He used to be on
Yeah,
Benny Hill a
yeah,
lot.
that's what I liked him as well, man. Yeah,
That's
The
like
adverts-
Benny Hill. Yeah.
the adverts were wicked, mate. He used to like sort of narrate what was going on behind him, and I think Honey Monster used to smash things up and get things wrong. And
The
it's
Honey
really-
Monster was like his flatmate. It was an early
Yeah.
man behaving badly, but he lived
Yeah,
with a
that's
monster.
I remember him like talking to camera while the Honey Monster should be doing some mad stuff.
Yeah.
He used to like
They
that
were
adverts, man. But no.
flatmates. I think Honey Monster used to smoke a lot of weed, got mad munchies,
Go on, man.
and then turned into a monster. That was a subliminal thing they were saying.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
He just
blatant.
he turned into a giant mango. You know when you have a mango and it's still got the bits on it, and it's that orangey colour. It's like a big mango with eyes, mashing up the place with a baseball hat on.
Yeah, the hairy bit of the mango.
Buzz, yeah, the hair rip just buzzing in the kitchen. Because why would you live with a hairy mango,
Hairy
walking
bit of-
mango? It's
Oh,
nuts. But
man.
yeah,
There's
so
some Metal
Chris,
Mickey
yeah.
thing going on.
Yeah,
man.
it had that
Yeah.
Metal Mickey vibe, but the marketing was great.
It was great for
Like
that
the
days.
Honey
It was wicked.
Monster, and they're not even called Sugar
the-
Puffs now, are they? And he's not around no more.
No, I don't
It's
think
changed.
so.
What
I
are they
think
called?
I don't
They're just
know.
called Puffs. I think it is called Puffs.
Yeah, honey
Or Honey
puffs or
Puffs.
something. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
everyone sort of dropped the sugar names out of their names these days. But
Yeah.
no, I like these guys, man. I'll give them a 5 for flavour. But you couldn't do much with a sugar puff. It was I could eat it.
No.
I could eat it dry. Couldn't eat it with hot milk. It had to be ice cold milk or dry. But I couldn't do the hot one. So versatility 3, but flavour for me 5, man. I like the old
nice.
sugar puffs, and Rice Krispies are good as well. But they were plain. You needed a lot of sugar with these. But with these, for some reason, I used to like these with the red milk. What's that one? Like skimmed milk. I don't know why. I don't really like
skimmed, man.
Yeah, I don't really like skimmed milk. And when I was little, it was always full fat milk. And now I obviously drink the green semi-skimmed. But for some reason, they taste wicked with skimmed milk. I like Rice Krispies and skimmed milk. But I'm only going to give them a 3 for taste. But a 4 for versatility, because they're great again. Great for cooking, coating meat with. Great for the marshmallow, Rice Krispie things. And just good for a good old chocolate mess and, them little cakes. Yeah.
Very
so 4 for versatility, 2 for taste for me.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'd agree with that.
Yeah. So what's your score then, Stacks?
Rice Krispies is a staple. I've had it from the beginning. Like you say, you have to have sugar with it. There's none variant on it, like without any kind of sugar. Or you can have it with cold milk and hot milk, and there's a bit of the versatility we know is just. So I give that a 4. Flavor, 2, because they were all right.
But you need to do something to them, innit?
Once Shreddies and Frosties have come along, they ain't even getting a look in, mate. They're not getting a look in. It's just like you just save them there just in case you want to make Rice Krispie cakes. That's what they're there for. They're not there for any other reason.
They do tend to end up being last in the cupboard.
What, Rice Krispies?
Yeah.
You just leave them in there, innit? Just leave them in there, and when someone goes, I fancy making Rice Krispie cakes, there's Rice Krispies there. It's all good.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But when you were young, they were good.
Yeah, when I was young, they were the only one I could eat. To be honest with you, like I said, it was a progression. It was Rice Krispies, Shreddies, Frosties, honey
Cornflakes,
Crunchy Nut.
Yeah.
Cornflakes.
What are you saying on sugar puffs? Sugar
puffs are nice, like all the other ones I would be lucky enough to have in between, it might be like this time my mum bought this or my dad bought that, do you know what I mean? So sugar puffs, I think we had it once or twice. They're nice, I like sugar puffs, and I think I can eat them straight out of the box. It's all good.
Good.
So flavour, I'm gonna give them a 4 for flavour, and versatility, I give them a 3.
Leroy?
Yes, so sugar puffs, man. Sugar puffs really brings me back to when it was a 6 weeks holiday, which is coming up for most kids. And when I used to watch Jason the Will Warriors, and I used to have my sugar puffs, and I used to that was just such a treat. I used to wait, Jason Will Warriors used to come on around 10:30 in the morning, and I just used to wait for my sugar puffs just to time it and just eat that, man.
Yeah. Man,
the adverts were heavyweight, man.
Time it,
Listen, I used to time it, man. Oh man, it used to go down well whilst watching Jason and Will Warriors. Yeah, man. So definitely I'm gonna go for taste 5. Have to, man. Versatility 2 for me. When it comes to Rice Krispies, that was more when I used to come home and watch Fonz and the Happy Days gang. Mr. Cool. This is the animated. This is the.
I didn't like that.
Animated
No, I didn't like that either.
Fonz and the Happy Days gang. There was a dog. He had his own little Scrappy Doo character. Some
Mr. Cool
character. And he's
not feeling it.
No.
At all. No.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll all right. I'll put another one in because I used to watch this as well, the Drat Pack, and I used to eat Rice Krispies to that as well.
Okay.
So that reminds me the Snap, Crackle and Pop ads, and as well as cornflakes. Rice Krispies is a veteran as well, from black and white to Technicolor. Yeah. So yes, I'm going to give Rice Krispies props. The only thing about Rice Krispies, it does take a while to settle. it'll be floating on top of the milk. Like,
Yeah.
Settle
you know what I
before you
mean?
eat it, you're
No
right.
matter
you know.
which way you add the milk,
Yes.
it'll be floating, and you're
Yes.
like with your spoon trying to pat it down, absorb it, man.
Get
Hurry
down.
up.
Yeah. Get in the middle. Yeah.
Get down. Before it all
Exactly.
passes over the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. you know.
Yeah, man. It was just like, my goodness, man. Just come on, I'm ready to eat you. So yeah,
Teamwork, guys.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
yeah. Forget the
So
snap,
true.
crackle, and pop. I want to eat now.
That's
So yeah,
true.
for me, I'm gonna go taste. I'm gonna give it a 3. Versatility, like I think Chris mentioned, you could make marshmallow cakes.
Little
You
sticky
can, yeah, you
All
can,
sorts of it, man.
yeah, you could add chocolate to them.
Yeah.
You could do a lot with Rice Krispies, so I'll give that a 4. But yeah, like I said, it just took time to settle.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. Rice Krispies now.
here we goes.
I used to,
Yeah.
I used to love them growing up. I say hot or cold, they were the ones. Lots of sugar. Adverts were great. You know,
Good toys as well.
good
They're good
toys.
Yeah,
It all
Yeah,
worked for me.
I'll
You know,
agree with that.
and that was the magic. You know, the advert told you they snapped, crackled, and and they did that. That was
Yeah.
was nice
You
to be
wanted to hear
reassured
that. Yeah, you wanted to hear that.
that it made that snap, crackle, and pop. But
The
sometimes,
guarantee.
but what I didn't like sometimes, I was very particular as a kid. Sometimes some of them looked like there was a slight black eyed pea in my bowl.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
That
was a
Rice
brown one.
Krispie
You're
like
right.
with a black eye in it. I don't want my
Yeah.
stuff looking at me.
You're right.
Did you
You're
actually
right.
kill Snap, Crackle, and Pop and put them in the box? Because this looks like an
Yeah.
eyeball in here, man. A little eyeball.
And you used to fish them out like,
You'd
bloody
get,
hell, what?
you'd get an extra toasted one that looked like a little kidney or a little liver or something.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
There's a little
I don't-
body
I
parts that
Yeah,
crackles in here.
Yeah, I didn't like that about it. It would trip me off sometimes, man.
You have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
pick it out.
Yeah.
Well said, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
hilarious.
But yes, the Rice Krispie cakes, and I love how they moved with the times and made themselves into rice cakes, and you know, it's a staple in some kids' lunch boxes now. These things, you know what I mean? So they managed the shift. You know, like how a lot of companies didn't keep up with the times with like online shopping, and this went bust, and other shops did. You know, they managed to move with the times and still be
Yeah, they
relevant
did.
like that. And then the
They
others
did.
caught up, because you can get Frosty bars and so on now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the Rice Krispie bar was the first
The
available
original,
yeah,
the
product to
marshmallowy
buy.
bar. Yeah, it was one of the first.
So they set the trend, man. So for versatility, Rice Krispies, I'll give them a 4, and for flavor with lots of sugar, I'll give them a 3. Even though I said I liked them, but those eyeball bits and you needed lots of sugar. They're the cereal. If there was no sugar, then you ain't eating them. I ain't eating them.
Yeah,
Just
if
like-
you poured it into the bowl and done the milk, and you look around, there was no sugar.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
get
I'm not-
that.
You're fuming.
true.
You're
that's
fuming.
like making a
Yeah.
burger and there's no ketchup. It's like I'm not
Yeah.
eating it.
And sometimes the sugar would settle down at the bottom, and you have to stir the.
Yes.
Scoop it up from the bottom.
True.
Rice Krispies could be frustrating,
Yes, they can be, but worth the wait.
worth the wait.
So,
But yeah,
so yeah, I'll give it a
Yes,
4 and a
100%.
3. But sugar puffs, sugar puffs for me was my happy alternative to popcorn.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like- because remember in the 80s, popcorn was scarce. You know, like you
Yeah.
just
Cinema only.
you can just bang it in the microwave now. You can buy a packet now.
Nah,
That wasn't happening.
nah.
yeah.
I remember me and Chris used to go to the cinema just to buy popcorn.
Just to get popcorn. Yeah.
A box of popcorn.
Not even watch a film. Just check
Yeah,
out the
I used
posters.
to
Buy a
get,
box of popcorn.
Yeah,
I
and
used to
leave.
get popcorn from Shepherd's Bush Market. when I
Yeah,
stayed
you
with
could
my
get
mum.
that as well.
That's
I
the
remember
only
they
had,
place I
yeah.
knew that would sell it other than a cinema.
do you remember the one they used to have with like colour on it, like red powder on it, and
Yeah.
different
Oh,
coloured
yeah,
popcorn?
yeah.
Coloured ones. I
But
like
yeah,
them.
you couldn't just get popcorn like that. So sugar puffs, you know, if I was watching a movie, Transformers the movie or something at home,
It's a good alternative.
I'd bang them in a bowl and eat them. It had that
Yeah.
sugar buzz. It was something you
Yeah.
could pick up and nibble.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So for the versatility, only with cold milk, versatility, and I like the taste of the milk after it had sugar puff taste.
Yeah.
That's actually a key ingredient, you know, how the
Yeah,
milk tastes
the
after.
milk tastes.
Because
sugar
sometimes
puff.
you're left with milk
Yeah.
And
You
there's no more left.
And
Yeah, that's the worst
It
bit.
still
man.
had a nice taste with this sugar puff milk, man. So,
Yeah.
so for versatility, for that popcorn stuff, the poor man's popcorn of the 80s. Versatility 4, flavor 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd give it.
That's
I'd
agree.
give it that. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Good
Right.
scores, man.
So that wraps up our cereals, old school cereals versus, and we will soon have a score. Just want to big up. We went to the London Film and Comic Con the other week, and that was amazing. Big up everyone there. You know, big up all the people that we met. It was an amazing day. The people were great. You know, so guys, check it out. You know, look about this. There's going to be Comic Cons going around the UK and all over the world, wherever you're listening. So check it out. We have got the results for our serial podcast, and the results are in. The results are in.
Drum rolls, please.
Work it back from 12 to 1.
Okay.
See who we
okay.
I
end
know
up with.
cornflakes ain't last.
Ain't
Let's
last.
see,
The last
let's
one,
see.
you don't know who the last one is, with 6 points, Ready Breck.
Yeah, that's
Bot-
about right.
Bottom. In at number 11, Shredded Wheat with 11. In at 10, Shreddies with 15. In at 9, Honey Nut Loops with 19. In at 8 was Ricicles with 20 points. Rice Krispies at number 7 with 26. Cornflakes mid-table, number 6, 27 points.
Lucky.
Sugar Puffs, number 5. I wanted them to be up there, but they were number 5 with 30 points. Cocoa Pops at number 4. And then the
Top three.
top 3 with 32 points at number 3 was Weetabix. 35
Okay.
point was Crunchy Nut Cornflakes, which I was surprising. But the number 1 with maximum 40 points is Frosties.
They're great.
That's
You
exactly
understand.
what they are.
So
Lovely. I ain't heard that for a long time.
it's the Frosties.
Yeah, well, Frosties, you could no, nothing was
Do
beating
we all
that.
agree that Frosties deserve to be
Yeah, of
They're
course.
number one
Hands
They're
down.
great.
cereal
What can you
Frosty?
say?
It's up
At
there.
once,
That was
at
Sugar
last,
Puffs.
we all
I'm happy
agree.
with them.
Yeah, Frosties, mate. Frosty. Even though I haven't eaten them for,
Not for
years.
years. I know they're
Yeah.
still going to taste good though.
but
It's so
I still
sweet.
I respect Frosties. I
Frosties are
respect Frosties.
ridiculously sweet.
They were sweet though, I must admit.
If you hadn't had them for a long time, and then you have them now, you'll be like, I can't even eat them. They are mad sweet.
They are sweet, man. They were sweet back in the day.
The Empire Strikes Back of the breakfast bowl.
Definitely. But the memories of them back then is amazing. As I was just saying, the Empire Strikes Back of cereals, man. They're just, mate, the whole big up Kellogg's,
Big up.
Frosties,
Thank you.
big up
Yes.
Kellogg's,
Big up Tony the Tiger.
big up Tony the
Yeah.
Tiger, big up all the childhood memories.
Big up to all these cereals, man,
Yeah.
because they helped us grow.
Kellogg's done the majority though. Then the Kellogg's, Nestle, whoever else we haven't
Yes.
mentioned, you know, they're the main
all
two. I
those
think.
cereals.
But
Great marketing, great characters.
We got to mention the variety pack as well.
The variety
the
pack.
variety
Everyone
pack.
loved the variety pack.
Man.
variety packs were wicked. Yeah, they were special.
amazing.
They were like you took them on holiday. That was my thing. When we went like on a British staycation, we'd
Yeah.
take them with us, and that would be
Take
like
the pack.
yeah, your little
Yeah, yeah,
morning
yeah,
breakfast sorted.
But what was the box that you left behind? What was the last box? to
Crunchy
be
nut cornflakes for me.
in a variety.
That's
I don't even need to answer that.
I don't think Oscars should answer that. I think it will be
cornflakes.
to the flakes.
According to the flakes.
What do you say, Leroy?
I feed them to the pigeons.
What was last?
Yeah.
Well, shredded wheats couldn't fit in the small
Yeah.
boxes. I can't remember what was last because they were my favorites really.
It was Frosties, Rice Krispies, cornflakes, Ricicles,
Cocoa
Crunchy
Pops.
nut. And I think there was a
Cocoa
little.
Pops.
And Cocoa Pops. That's hard because I liked all of them.
Cornflakes and Rice Krispies are getting left for last because everything else got sugar on it.
Yeah, it probably is cornflakes that are being left last. You know.
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
Look,
there's no
think
sugar.
about it. Think about it, Leroy. Think
Yeah,
deep. Think
yeah.
deep in your mind. You know, cornflakes was the last box.
Yeah.
There's-
Yeah.
There ain't no sweetness in that.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
You know.
Listen.
you know.
You know, sunshine in the box.
Remember.
no, I'm
Open
just
your
not having
mind.
it. No, no,
Your mind.
Leroy's not having it, man.
I'm
Leroy's
not having
it.
it, man.
But we can continue this with another verses because that is the end of our verses series.
There's more.
Not series. This episode actually.
It's a cereal.
It's a cereal. We're making cereals about cereals. Yes. So
listen, I'm with all this attack, I'm disappearing like Mrs. Popoff from Rent a Ghost. So I'll see you.
Guys, I've been Mr. Lucas.
And I'm Chris.
I'm Stacks.
And I've been an upset Leroy because of the mockery of cornflakes. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for listening to the best podcast in the world.
You know where you can find us, all the channels.
Yes.
Tell your friends.
And if you know what's good for you,
Make it neat wheat, mate.
okay.
Subscribe, like, tell your friends. Old Skool Movements Podcast. Peace.
Till next time. Peace.
Okay.
Those were the days.